Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I have a special treat for you all, one that is only possible due to J.Ro Super Saiyan 2's kindness. He's a friend of mine. We have brought him into videos before to showcase some of the new weapons at OB10, and he will be doing just that again today. So we are going to be taking a look firsthand at Sephiroth's new weapon at OB10. We're going to be seeing the damage that it can do with Bahamut level 5 Megaflare without a magic defense debuff and with one, and then also checking out his damage at OB10 against the new Ifrit and Bahamut EX1 fight. And so, needless to say, this is pretty exciting. I'm always happy to see these weapons like at the maximum output of their potential, because any player, if you're pulling for any weapon in this game, is essentially shooting eventually for OB10, right? And it's nice to know what type of, potency that weapon is going to have, especially with these weapons right here, because even though they are limited, they're kind of half limited, right? We know that these limit break draw banners will return, and it is likely that you will be able to wish list these weapons in the future, specifically on those limit break draw banners. So OB10, even if you got OB3 at this point, is still possible in the future. So today I'm here to show you guys what this weapon is capable of in its strongest form. Thank you so much, J.Ro. You are a freaking legend, my friend. All right, so before we get into it, I'm going to show you guys my setup with Sephiroth and how strong I'm looking, and then we're going to go check out J.Ro's Super Saiyan version of it. All right, so here is my Sephiroth. As you can see, he's level 70, 98,000 power. I have the new costume, the Protector's Blade at OB5. I have the Kuja's Spirit Blade at OB6 in the sub-slot, level 5 Bahamut right here, and then these are all just magic attack up stat sticks. I think this one's 6.5, 5.5, and 4.8, something like that. So if we go in and look at Sephiroth's stats, he's sitting at 6.5k HP, about 4,100 magic attack, which is pretty solid considering we have only a 5-star weapon and a 6-star weapon. But then if we go look at his abilities, we can see that magic attack is at level 6, so it's not even at 7 yet. We have boost ability potency level 2, magic ability potency level 5, magic ability mastery level 1, and boost magic attack to all allies level 6. And this is just Sephiroth. He's not being enhanced by anyone else in the party. His sub weapons are going to be the Arc Blade from Zack, the Sun Umbrella from Aerith, and lastly the Stream Guard from Zack. So honestly, it is super strong. I'm super hyped on this weapon. I think that anyone that pulled, even if you have a lower OB level, is going to ultimately find this a present in your inventory. It is going to be a great weapon. AoE weapons with the capacity for strong single target damage on top of that have, it's a new mechanic for a sword, and I think a great one added to the game. All right, guys, so this is my build on Sephiroth. Let's go check out J.Ro. So I'm going to head over here to the Discord. We have two videos, one of him doing damage with Bahamut's level 5 Megaflare with no debuff, and then a second of him doing it with the magic defense debuff. Then we're going to check out the actual build he's using that you guys can compare to your own. And then we're going to check out some footage against the EX1 and Ifrit fight. All right, so I'm going to make this full screen, and I'm just going to play this right here. We're going to see the first Bahamut Megaflare. Now, Bahamut's Megaflare has been not used very much in the game, and I think that it took such a long time to charge that the damage wasn't really worth it. However, with Sephiroth's new costume, he becomes the sole inheritor of Bahamut. All right, so let's check out this damage right here. All right, no debuffs, 154,000 damage. All right, let that sink in. No debuffs, 154,000 damage. Absolutely insane. All right, so now let's go to the next fight with the debuff, and let's see the difference here. All right, I know this is absolutely crazy, because normally if Ifrit or Shiva or Ramu strike hard, they're hitting like 60, 70,000. And this is just absolutely decimating everything. All right, so here comes the Megaflare. We're going to watch it one more time. I'm so happy because I was a little bit bummed. It's so hard to beat the EX2 fight. And then you got this summon that was like, you weren't even really using it that much. Wow. All right. Now doing 197,000 damage with a single summon, guys. It's absolutely mind-boggling. The capacity that Sephiroth now brings to the game as a true magic non-elemental DPS Arcanum character is just staggering. All right, so now we have the Sephiroth versus Ifrit and Bahamut EX1 fight. So I'm just going to jump over to YouTube right here where he sent me this video. Thank you again, J.Ro. You are awesome. And if you guys want to follow J.Ro, this is his account right here, J.Ro SSJ2. I'm taking it. That means Super Saiyan 2. I love Dragon Ball Z 2, if that's where that's from. And that is actually also my favorite transformation of Goku's, except for Super Saiyan God. The red-haired one is absolutely awesome. All right, guys. So this is the battle. So we're going to go through here. He shows the whole setup for Cloud, Matt, and Sephiroth. I'll probably skip over Matt, but let's check out Sephiroth here. So as you guys can see, we have the Protector's Blade at OB10 and the Kuja Spirit Blade only at OB3 here. He is running the Bahamut at level 5, the Megaflare, and I'm guessing these are magic attack up stat sticks right here. All right, so let's keep going. Let's check out his abilities, his stats. We have magic attack 7. All right. What else do we got here? Boost ability potency 2, magic ability potency 7, magic ability mastery level 1, which is going to stack with the 7. Then we have level 6 magic attack all allies for magic attack, and level 6 physical attack all allies with Cloud. Absolutely crazy right there. These new limit break draw weapons are absolutely crazy. All right, so let's see what we got here. These are his materias, 4.8% on the Fire Breach, 3.4% on the Fyra right there. And we have a 3.3% on the Ruinra. All right, now in the back end, he has Bahamut Knuckles for the HP and the magic defense. He has the Sun Umbrella right here, which is a great magic DPS weapon, and the Edged Wings. All right, so he's stacking a bunch of magic attack, but he's still needing to stack some defensive sub-weapons in order to survive this fight. So the damage could be greatly amplified depending on what you're fighting and what you have the freedom to equip in your sub-weapons right there. All right, so here is Matt. I'm going to peruse through this. He's just going to be playing healer and buffer with the centipede equipped there. Let's go over to Cloud here. Cloud's at 4.3k physical attack. He's got the Stream Saber at level 120 OB10, along with the Bandage Sword level 100 OB10. Physical attack 5, Ice Potency 5, Frostblade Arcanum. All in all, looking super strong right here. Boost physical ability potency 6, and then we have the physical attack to all allies. Looks like we have the Shiva Blade right here at OB10 for the fire resist. The Guide Gloves, level 20 OB10, that's insane. And the Killer Hornet right here, OB10, level 110. Really, really strong setup right here on Cloud as a physical DPS. He is going to be absolutely crushing it. All right, so here comes the fight against Ifrit and Bahamut. All right, I'm so curious to see Sephiroth's damage against both of them as opposed to single target damage. All right, so they're going to be taking off the fight right here. Okay. Looks like Matt is going to be the primary magic attack. Oh no, other than Sephiroth's Flare Star right there. All right, so we're going to be Flare Starring him down. It's actually kind of fun watching a video of a fight instead of actually fighting the fight in the video. But I am curious to see. All right, so here comes the first Protector's Blow. All right, so 19k damage for each one. Pretty damn solid, guys. I'm not going to lie. That's super solid. He's going to be doing damage to them the entire time. And I'm curious if there's going to be any buffing going on that might increase that damage. I mean, if you had Eric here with the Sun Umbrella, he'd be doing some great damage. I'm guessing up to 27 or 30,000 per hit on each mob. All right, so here's going to come Crimson Flare. I'm going to skip forward a little bit. All right, so here comes the summon. Crimson Flare. It is a sick summon. I've yet to finish the pack with them, but I am looking forward to like testing this out, getting the fire AoE attack up from this. All right, here comes the double limit. All right, so that's why you chose Matt for the Ruinra Surge. Good choice, good choice. All right, looks like consistent 19k damage with Sephiroth right there using Protector's Blow. Remember, guys, this is the EX1 fight. It's like this sword was tailor-made for this fight, and I'm guessing that we're going to be having a lot of double summons in the future. I am going to talk about a potential spoiler here for a new summon, so if you don't want to hear it, okay, now would be the time to peace out. What I've heard is that the next double summon is going to be Shiva and Ramu. So these double summon fights are all kind of centered around in what I think is killing them at the same time, or else they basically counter and kill you if you kill one of them too fast. So Sephiroth is going to be paramount for these fights in the future. And probably a lot of different kind of content. At some point, we're going to be getting more than two bosses at a time that are difficult, right? We're going to be getting up to maybe 3 at a time, and who knows in the future, we could be getting more than that. But honestly, this is insane. Like, most of the time in this fight, you are taking Ifrit down much faster than Bahamut, but Bahamut is already under half health, and it is just insane watching this fight. It's such a different kind of angle when you see it like this with an actually viable AoE weapon that does good damage. All the AoE weapons that we've had so far have had such low damage that they haven't really been viable in any way, shape, or form. Most of the time, they can't even kill the ads in the Crisis dungeons, right? So now we have something that's actually viable in not just ads, but also major boss fights. And this is just crazy. I really think that Sephiroth is like their trump card, because he tends to come like on the last limited banner of the set, right? So like for Final Fantasy IX, he was the last one and he dropped the Future Spirit Blade, and it's like everyone had already been so focused on getting like the first 2 banners, whether it was for Aerith or most likely for Cloud or Tifa, but then they dropped the Spirit Blade, which is still to this day the best attack debuffing weapon in the game, hands down. It's so good, you know. And now they drop this. It's the last of the limit break draw banners, I'm guessing, for this 7-week half anniversary period. So I think it's something to keep in mind as we go forward, where, you know, when we get to the 1-year anniversary or the next crossover game period, they're probably going to continue dropping Sephiroth last and giving him some type of new mechanic weapon. That's at least how it's been so far. It's been like that for the first one and the second one. There's an old proverb that say what happens twice happens thrice. And on top of that, Sephiroth's weapons have had something in common the whole time, and that is they've both been AoE. Kuja's Spirit Blade was full AoE damage, and now the Protector's Blade is full AoE damage. So Sephiroth is now not only a great single target DPS, holy smokes, I gotta go back and rewatch the damage on this Megaflare right here. Jeez, 428,000 with Shiva. That's just crazy. So yeah, like what I was saying, the Sephiroth is not only a great single target DPS now, he's also the best AoE DPS in the game, which is crazy. So yeah, that being said, I'm honestly blown away. Thank you, J.Ro, so much for sharing these videos with us. Like I said before, if you guys want to follow J.Ro on YouTube or come hang out with him, you can come talk to him yourself in our Discord channel, the Curseborn Discord. The link is in the description of all my videos. We'd be happy to have you guys. If you have any questions, drop a comment. He normally answers back on them as well. And I'm happy to answer any questions that I can concerning this weapon and the viability of it going into the future. That being said, if you guys found this video helpful, if you enjoyed it, if it was entertaining, if it shocked you, awed you, any of the sort, don't forget to drop a like. And if you want to see more videos in the future, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.